Okay, guys, sorry. Here we are, turn three, or turn two actually, and I used my coin. I mulliganed and got this hand here and drew into this. But yeah, so here we go. This is like the ideal kind of play turn with the deck. Turn one, one drop. Turn two, coin, Velen's Chosen. Um, had I not had the coin, I would have still been able to play Museum Curator, and I would have had some. Look at that. We just wasted. This guy just had to use um, that early. So good sign. Museum Curator. This is pretty like okay. The deck we're challenging. It's got Flame Imps. This is probably just discard Warlock because you played the Tiny Knight of Evil. So I want the board ASAP. Now I could take Wobbling Ruin Runts because it is a pretty strong card.
I must consider.
And it would fit my curve because I already know I'm going to do this on turn 4. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's take that. Let's take that.
Right away.
Okay, now we're even. So this is even. This board is even. And this is all, at this point in the game, this is just what you want to be. You want to be even with your opponent, I think. Okay, Doomguard, that's going to suck a little. Actually, that's going to suck a lot. It's going to suck huge down a bit, to be honest. Ooh, we're going to heal up a bit. All right. That's fine, yeah. He'll probably attack face, in which case I'll end tune. This is probably the biggest threat in his deck, so I want to end tune that for sure. Man, this guy's giving me a really This is a tough board to work with, like to figure out. So. All right, so he didn't have anything there. Let me go ahead and tune this. Now, I guess maybe I should have taken the Dark Cultist because now I'm thinking about turn 7 and it might be difficult to play certain hands here. Let's see. Oh, okay, he's going to go for the face. Okay. Curse of Rough. People play this card? Ah, that's right. So. Okay,
Let me change your mind.
Let's see if we can win this game. Already pretty far behind him. Just a very aggressive deck. This is cool. I like this. This is a very Suicide Warlock deck. Very similar to Suicide Black in Magic. Which, you know. Really? Okay. Power? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That's the problem. There we go. Down to 1. Alright, well, we got to get rid of that. We have to heal. There's really just no option there. I'm going to play a taunt so that... Hopefully he doesn't draw into a Dark Bolt or something. Oh, he went for it. I gotta entune that, so... Actually, no, I don't have to entune that. No. That's fine. Fist of Jaraxxus. That was RNG. It's not working out for him there, but that's a cool deck. All right, so we've won this game pretty much, right? So
Let me change
take
your
another
mind.
taunt. Heal up. Okay, cool. Yay, we won again. You see, we got pretty low. We got down to 1. That could have been pretty horrible. If you're wondering why we're not playing ranked, it's because I rarely play. And when I do play, I only want my ranked games to be, I want my wins to count for me. So I already have Golden Priest, so trying to get Golden Paladin. So I typically don't use Priest on the ladder. Although, I guess it doesn't really hurt to, right? I mean, who cares? Oh, okay.
The light shall bring victory.
Now, I do have a 3-drop, and I do have a 2-drop. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those. Usually I would not keep the 3-drop on the play unless I had a 1 or 2-drop. But since I do, I'm going to play it. And this is the nice thing about this curve of the deck. Like, you get this nice curve, 1, 2, 3.
Job's done.
They might not be the strongest 1 or 2 drops, but they put something on the board, and anything is better than passive to me. Like, skipping a turn is just useless. So here he goes. He uses the owl early. That's great. That's a win for me. So, play this guy out. An owl. I'm not really sure what he's playing, so I'll take a resilient card like Harvest Golem. Alright, that is almost 100% gonna be
Right away.
explosive, right? So we'll just play into it, allow it to proc, and play something resilient like Harvest Golem. I actually probably should have played Dark Cultist, because this will die to the charge of an Eagle Horn Bow. Actually, that is a
Don't
mistake.
worry, loves.
So,
The cavalry's here.
and this is where I feel pretty good about the deck, about playing Shrinkmeister earlier. Because I can do something like this, hit it, not lose life, and then heal up 2 damage. So effectively, I've done 4 heal. It's desperation, man. And so I don't want to overcommit into something. Actually, fuck it. I do want to overcommit. So I'm going to make this play. Reason being, I'd rather him use the Unleash right now when I'm at 26 life and I've only got 3 creatures on the board, than him use it later when he has like 8 or 9 mana. He's not going to Unleash it right now. Like, oh, okay. Alright, well, I'm not sure what he thinks, but... Alright, okay, I am giving him more value here, but this is a board he has to deal with, so he cannot afford to hold on to... This is a Golden Hunter player, so the guy knows how to play, right? I mean... I've never even seen these. I usually play on my phone. I don't see all these cool things. So there's the Unleash, right? But like I said, I'd rather see Unleash now than see it freaking later, so... This is fine, because he's going to have to deal with the board, no matter what. So... That's fine, man. This works out. Oh. Yeah, this worked out great for us, man. I don't even like that card, so... Let's see if we can get a Cabal. No Cabal here.
My fate is sealed.
It's fine.
Welcome to the
What else can we go here? A Death Lord? Really? Okay. And see, that's great, man. Because now he has to use Kill Command to break this. He already used an Owl early in the match. Okay, well, there's another. Okay, well, 2 Owls down. Now he feels behind. Now he's committing. Like, now this is a huge committal. It's gonna cost him.
My fate is sealed.
Alright. This could be explosive, right? Let's see if it's explosive.
Touch that.
Okay. And I attacked with this because if it wasn't, if it was freezing trap, I would have been in great shape. I would have been able to use Curator again, got more value. It would have been nice. So you can see this deck is really good at just like fighting for the board.
I'll show them.
It's probably out of secrets here. It's just attack in the face is just difficult. Okay, now I have 10 mana. Okay, well, let's do that.
Let me change your mind.
My fate is sealed.
So there's no 1 mana answer here. So he's dead.
I feel icky.
So it's really strong when it comes to anti-aggression. Like, you just have so many answers. Do we have lethal here? What is this? 5, 9, 10, 11? Yeah, we have lethal. So.
My fate is sealed. I concede.
All right, so it's pretty cool. You can see the deck in action. It'd be cool if we got to challenge someone who was a control player. So you could get a different type of look at what the deck can do. Let's see if we can find somebody. All right, one more game. So, okay, another priest player. It might be Dragon Priest, right? So I think Dragon Priest is a difficult matchup because of the nature of Dragon cards compared to Arc minions. But a lot of it does amount to what kind of start you get. This is a slow start, so we'll see. Okay, come on, Priest. What are you doing? Pick the cards, bro. What do we want in this matchup? I mean, I don't know. It really depends because we don't know what he's playing. But card draw, what you draw is very important here. So clerics, keeping clerics on the board is important. That said, I'll probably play Dark Cultist on turn 3 as opposed to Death Lord. We'll see. And it's always cool to play with gold ones, gold cards. You know, everything in this deck is gold except the legendaries. Because it costs a lot of gold to make a freaking... Or it costs a lot of dust to make a golden legendary. But yeah, if you have if you play the monkeys, the legendaries you get are the color of the cards that were in your deck. So if you had gold cards, those cards will be gold legendaries. And whatever non-gold cards you had, they will be non-gold. Let's get one more game of that. That's not fun. They'll be non-gold and legendaries. Okay? It's kind of cool.
Anduin versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to get rid of Nova's too slow, Shredder's too slow, especially on this play. Cleric is good, because Cleric can't be dealt with on their turn 1 or 2. Oh, it can be dealt with on turn 2 with the coin, which means he uses an Eagle Horn. And if we eat Eagle Horn charge, that's okay in my book. So we'll see. A lot of people don't like to play Cleric early, but you know what? Even if it dies, man, in some matchups, it doesn't have to get you draw to give you value. In some matchups, it just needs to eat the damage. So, look at that, quick shot. So instead of getting this card that would give him late game reach, he killed it because that's how big of a threat that card was. So we got rid of a coin and, all right, yeah, Hunter. Although I like the wobbling ruins or whatever, Sky Golem is clearly the much better card of our options there. Maybe I should have explained the options better. Hopefully we get a Velen. Okay, we don't get a Velen. So here we missed a 3-drop. This is pretty much, that's very unlikely with the deck. Usually we curve out pretty well. But this is okay because our turn 4 is very strong. Starseeker, Shredder, those are all good drops. Alright, so I will play Starseeker because if he wants to deal with it, he's going to have to play something else to find a value to kill it. He's already kind of accepted that he does not have. Alright, so now he's just trying to rush me down. See, now this is not the... I think you gotta make this play, man. You gotta kind of put some pressure. I mean, I'm still vulnerable to something like Kill Command here. But, you know, I can't spend my turns not dealing... I don't know. Man, maybe I did make a mistake. I don't know. Fuck it. I think the heal is pretty important here, so we're gonna do this. Like, I'm still vulnerable to a fucking 5 damage kill command. But I really don't like my other options there. Oof, that's rough.
Disqualified. Get back. Disqualified.
Should be worried here. Because he's got 1, 2, 3. I'm worried. If I don't have a Death Lord, I'm pretty worried in this matchup. I could have used Entomb, but I think you really got to get value out of the heal. And I think that's why Justicar is so important, because without him, I mean, you're just negating hero power every turn. You're never really healing back. And I think it just becomes too hard to win a matchup where all the opponent's going to do is put face damage on you. So you really need a way to kind of out-heal the consistency of hero power, right? So
I wonder.
okay, now that's a problem. Bull is an obvious problem. Now I really need Death Lord. Like, it's my only out. Maybe I can flip over a taunt, right? Maybe. Maybe we can search for a taunt. Oh, Death Lord. Okay, if I attack, it's explosive. I go down to 4. I heal, I go back up to 8. And I play a Death Lord. Yeah,
Disqualified.
fuck it, we're gonna do it. That's fine.
Get back.
Death does not scare me.
See, I'd rather give him the charge than have 5 creatures on the board that he can deal with. Like, he's gonna be able to find lethal that way.
I will hunt you down.
Nah. Oh, well, there it is. Okay.
Well played.
You don't win them all. And on that note, we'll end the game. So, you get a general idea of how the deck plays out. Like, sometimes you get good hands, sometimes you get poor hands. Like, decks that are going for the face are going to be difficult to deal with if you don't pull into the great early game stuff. I mean, in the first 2 games, we did really well. But in the last game, we didn't get that Death Lord till late. But you at least saw how Museum Curator can give you that value, because we were able to find exactly the kind of card we needed. We were able to find a Death Lord in that game, albeit a little late. And who knows? Maybe I shouldn't have played the Justicar and the 2 turns before that. I don't know. There are a couple things I could have done. Maybe I should have procced the trap earlier. Who knows, right? There's a variety of things that could have been done differently. But yeah, this is the standard deck. Like, there are things I would change. Like I said, if there was more Secret Paladin, I would play another Shadow Word Death. If there was a lot less aggro, I would get rid of Death Lords complete. And I don't know what I would change it to. Maybe Bronzebeard, and then change Lotheb to an Azure Drake. Play a Harrison Jones. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Justicar's not made for the deck. Maybe dropping Lightbond completely is a good move. I urge you to go out and try something similar. Maybe not these endgame cards. Maybe a lot of the stuff here is different in the middle. But this early game and this real late game, I think is pretty important. It's a pretty standard build. And I think you can do really well. I'm so confident and optimistic about the list, or at least the direction of the list, that I feel that next season I might actually try to just play only Priest and try to go hit Legend, which I've never done, playing only Priest. But I feel like I'm confident that it's strong enough to get there. So yeah, enjoy playing, and please leave comments or criticism or compliments or whatever to help improve the deck. Thanks.